Imagine looking out your cockpit window at 20,000 feet in the frozen skies of 1943, knowing you only have a 50-50 chance of surviving the next 60 minutes. For young American bomber crews flying over occupied Europe, this wasn't a nightmare, it was their daily reality. They weren't just fighting a war. They were being systematically slaughtered. The skies belonged to the German Luftwaffe, and their ruthless fighters were ripping American B-17 bombers to shreds. The entire Allied air campaign was on the brink of a catastrophic collapse, and the fate of the free world was hanging by a single, fraying thread. Washington was trapped in a state of sheer panic. Military commanders knew that designing a brand new combat aircraft normally took several years of bureaucracy and blueprints. Time was a luxury they simply did not have. Every single day of delay meant hundreds of young pilots burning alive in the sky. Desperate times called for an insane gamble to change the course of history. They approached a civilian manufacturer called North American Aviation with an impossible ultimatum: design and build us a revolutionary long-range fighter from absolute scratch, and do it in less than 120 days. If you fail, Europe falls. The clock started ticking on the most brutal 4 months of their lives. The secret behind this impossible machine was a brilliant engineer named Edgar Schmude. For years, he had been secretly drawing his dream fighter jet in his private notebook. When the British gave the impossible deadline, Schmude opened his drawer and pulled out those secret designs. He knew this was the single chance his team had been waiting for. Schmude and his team locked themselves inside a California factory, completely cut off from the world. They worked through Christmas, through weekends, and through moments of utter physical collapse. Driven by pure panic, they invented a revolutionary new wing design called laminar flow, allowing the airplane to slice through the air with almost zero resistance. Against all human odds, they didn't just meet the deadline, they shattered it. In just 102 days, a sleek, beautiful silver machine rolled out onto the tarmac. But when they finally deployed the new aircraft to the dangerous skies over Europe, they discovered a tragic flaw. The original American engine was too weak at high altitudes. The Mustang was failing its most critical mission, choking in the thin air. But the Allies refused to give up on their dream. In a stroke of pure genius, a British test pilot suggested a radical change. They ripped out the weak American engine and stuffed a powerful, supercharged British Rolls-Royce Merlin engine inside the Mustang's nose. The result was pure magic. The Merlin engine transformed the rejected aircraft into a roaring, unstoppable monster. Suddenly, the P-51 Mustang could fly at a breathtaking 440 miles per hour and reach staggering altitudes. Even better was its massive fuel capacity. For the first time, Allied bombers had a guardian angel that could fly from London all the way to Berlin and back. When the German Luftwaffe saw the silver silhouettes of the P-51 Mustangs emerging from the clouds, they knew the war was lost. Hermann Göring, the supreme commander of the German Air Force, later made a chilling confession. He admitted that the exact moment he saw American Mustangs flying over Berlin, he knew the Nazi regime was doomed. The Mustang didn't just defend, it aggressively destroyed the enemy. By the end of the war, these magnificent machines had shot down over 5,000 enemy aircraft, clearing the skies for the historic D-Day invasion and saving countless lives. What started as a desperate, impossible 120-day gamble ended up saving Western civilization from darkness. The sky finally belonged to the free world, immortalizing the legend of the P-51 Mustang forever.